Hello and welcome back to Isla Streams Fall Fantasy 2. As you can tell, we are actually... Uh, I'm not used to how this works. We're actually using the PPSSPP emulator for PSP games this time. Didn't take me too long to get, and honestly I think I'd be better off anyway. Okay, so... Man, the writing is so tiny here. Oh my god, I can't see anything here. There we go. Okay. See how it looks. Oh, not bad. Never mind, save states available? Hold on a second. What? Roll mapping. What is going on here? Okay, so that wouldn't be 8. That's confusing. Okay, let's get rid of that. Maybe that'll help. Let's see here. Alright, so. There we go. Okay. Got it fixed. So, Final Fantasy 2, huh? This is a game I have a lot of history with, specifically the fact that I originally played it on Final Fantasy Origins, and really, I probably should have started with that one and did a playthrough just to show how bad it was. And just getting your stats raised up in this. I'll get to what I mean by that. But yeah, it was slow in the Final Fantasy Origins version, especially HP. Yeah, we're gonna go with default names. So yeah, a long-lived peace. Is that an end? Now in the Final Fantasy Origins version, we did get a 3D FMV sequence, where here it's just strictly 2D. Where Palamecia is caught with watchers of the Underworld and has begun his campaign for world conquest. Well, that sure escalated. Demons from the Underworld, huh? Rebel army rose again to Finn to thwart the Emperor's plans. But the rebels' castle fell to an all-out assault by the Empire. Uh-huh. Left with little choice, the rebels withdrew to the remote town of Voltaire. A town... shit. Hold on. I didn't realize there was more text. Jeez, man. Just a moment. That's the problem with some of these animated cutscenes, is that they tend to... They go fast, but it's automated, and so you may not necessarily have time to really read all the text. It's annoying. 4 years from Finn also found themselves slaying the Imperial forces. They had lost their parents at the hands of the Empire, but their escape wasn't over. Okay, we done now? Okay. I, I think I like all our odds of survival. Okay, just kidding. We're so completely wrecked. Well, the main characters are dead. Game over. Well, that was the shortest game ever. But I thought there was 4 of us. Did they take one of us? And thus the game truly begins. Now, it's worth noting in the old Final Fantasy Origins version, there were no facial portraits of any kind. In this one, there is. We see someone named Hilda and someone named Midwoo. So, yeah. Yeah, the Leon guy's gone. Wonder what's up with that. And Guy speaks in caveman speak, of course. Because he's the tough guy. So you regain your strength. Very good. Life force is strong indeed. It was you who saved us, wasn't it? Thank you. Forgive me, Your Highness, but there's something I must ask of you. Is allow us to join the rebel army. I could never allow such a thing. You know nothing of battle. You'll be throwing your lives away. You should return to your homes. But we have no homes. Not anymore. Imperials attacked, and our parents... I am truly sorry, but even so, this changes nothing. I cannot permit you to join our army. If you have nowhere else to go, you're welcome to stay here in Altair. If you know our password, you should be able to live here well enough. Password is White Rose. Remember it well. Yeah, this is the gimmick for this game, the password system. In the original game, it wasn't that important. You just needed to use it sometimes to trigger story events. Nothing more, nothing less. Wild Rose is the insignia of the Kingdom of Finn. It represents our hope for a future that forces both strength and beauty. But we will become a Finn now. Further, the Empire's captives have been taken there and suffer as we speak. Maria, your brother Leon is missing, is he not? It's possible that he's being held in Finn as well. But Finn is far too dangerous now. The Emperor's beasts still stalk the straits. Getting entrance to the city will not be easy. You say that, but... the man to my right is Midwoo. What was it who tended your wounds? I know she's technically right, but it looks like Midwoo's on your left because of our perspective, so that's weird. I always hated that. Especially when guides do it. Speak with them before you leave. Maybe have some assistance. Okay. Okay, first we need to do something here. First, pump up the message speed. Second of all, enable auto dash. And put memory cursor as well. You can turn portraits off if you want the classic experience. I like it with them on. It adds a little bit of personality to stuff. I see you just see clearly. Future, it holds seem closely entwined with my own. You'll begin by turning to Finn. That's the first step towards realizing your fate. Heh, you wasted no time using the password. Heed well the information it will bring you. Learn much of value by listening. Offer you one more bit of advice before you depart for Finn. Those who have fallen in battle can be revived to the sanctuary. So when if you fall before you reach Finn, go without hesitation to the nearest sanctuary. And unlike the original, you don't have to pay for it either. Which is nice to know. Port of Pelham lies not far east of here. The lake separates us, so you won't be able to reach the temple without a canoe. Well, that'll be a while, I guess. And to Finn, are we? I'm a place to tell you what to do, but I'd consider if I were you. It's a dangerous place to be, you see. City's crawling with the Empire's monsters. To north, that's a small village called Gatria. So by the look of you, you'll be lucky to make it that far. If you go anywhere, since you visit the room with the sigil saved your life. There you'll find people who can teach you a thing or two about adventuring. I think you're going to need all the advice they can spare. Yeah, I'm good. I know what to do. I'm fairly experienced with the game by this point. The arrow struck me in the back during the battle, leaving me in this state. At least it wasn't an arrow to the knee. Ka-ching. Perhaps I really have grown old. But our Hilda, no surface regent, should speak with her. Already done it. She's gonna be a stubborn little cuss, I'll say that much. We'll have to prove ourselves. This supposed to be her bedroom. Alright. We could talk to the old man there, but... We have the robot hideout in the town of Otier. According to the Prince of Kashuan is hiding out here in Otier. Know what happened? But something has made him lose faith in himself. Silda fled here when Finn was sacked. She's doing a remarkable job of leading the rebel army while His Majesty recovers. I seem to remember there being chests of some kind. Oh wait, I already got it. Yeah, I wish the speed up wasn't so damn fast in this. I wonder if there's a way to turn it down. Let's see. Oh, it's not unlimited, that's why. Okay. Oh my god. Yeah, that's a bit rough. Just a moment. Dadgum. like it's not even affecting this, really. My god. Yeah, it's not even really affecting this. Hold on a second. Oh, I see. um... Okay, that's not gonna work. So, instead of doing that, let me try to... see if I can pump up the graphic settings to slow the game down a tad. Okay. Shit. That's not even really helping. Fuck. Shit. So going a bit quick. Okay, let's try that. There we go. That's a little better. I'm Paul, greatest thief in all the world. If yet to invent the loot, I can't burgle or steal. Your coffers have kept my purse fat with gil lately. Never steal from the rebels. Be sure of that. My home was in Finn, too. Can't even go home now the Empire's occupied the city. It's down to Voltaire. Spirit forces haven't deployed this far out yet. It's only a matter of time, though. My name is Gordon. I was once a prince of Cashon. Now I'm nothing but a coward. Brother Scott fell in battle. I abandoned my kingdom and fled here. So you've asked to take up arms in the struggle? Still afraid he'll would turn me away. They even asked her. I've been stalling here. She's spineless coward. Go ahead, laugh. I deserve it. Oh man, come on, dude. I mean, what could you have done? Get yourself killed like your brother did? I don't know, man. So, okay, it's time to talk about this game a bit. You might notice looking at our status here, of which there are 2 menus, there's not experience in this game. This game, it was very different, even for the time. You can actually get stats just by fighting, no experience required, and what increases determines on what action you use. You don't get a bunch of stats at once, but rather you just focus on one stat at a time, or a couple of stats really, depending on what you excel at. Now, I don't have a problem with this, since I tend to want to specialize my characters anyway. That's kind of how I've always wanted to play RPGs. I've always preferred to have characters be good at a couple of things and just excel really well at them. So this works out well for me. But it goes further than even that. You see, you have various stats, but only certain ones will be raised based on your attributes. Come on, my hair keeps sticking. It's getting bad. Come on. Jeez. Okay. Man, that hurts. But some characters just seem to be geared towards being good at certain things. Maria has a bow and arrow, and she's clearly supposed to be the mage of the group. You also have a front and back row, which did not exist in the original. People in the back cannot be targeted by physical attacks as long as there are people in the front. They'll always be focused, but only certain weapons can be used in the back row. If you don't have a bow and arrow equipped, then you're probably going to always miss. That's just the way this game operates. The Pixel Remaster apparently changed this to where it's more like the front and back row of other games, where you just do less damage in the back row, but you also take less damage. I admittedly hate that, since I prefer the way it's handled here. But that's just the way it is. One big change to the PSP version compared to all other versions is that they significantly reduce shop prices. Because, oh my god, in the original game, shit was pricey as fuck. I mean, you could buy fucking elixirs in all versions of Final Fantasy II, but just buying ethers before, it was freaking costly. You had to take so long to buy those, and by the time you could, the limited amount of MP they would heal was not worth it. I'll get more into that later. But yeah, that was pretty rough. Magic used to cost like 400 per spellbook, I think. It was pretty ridiculous. They are much cheaper now, and you can pretty much buy at least one cure and one spell. Well, offensive spell at the start of the game. Cure and oops. I'm gonna give you Blizzard. I usually go with fire, but let's handle this a little differently here. I like ice more than fire anyway. There are various shops here, and you can really take a lot with them. Send a volunteer. The pure force of deployed this far out yet. It's only a matter of time, though. I think I've already talked to you. Double fellow over that weapons shop is one fine blacksmith he is. These haven't been bothering him lately, though. What you want with me? I'm just an old man. Geese are actually such a cover. My name's Tobal. I'm the best darn blacksmith in the rebel army. Interesting. I wonder if we could do something about that later. So we have a broadsword equipped on you. Guy has an axe, and she has a bow and arrow. I'm going to keep them with the default weapons that they're good at, and there's a good reason you want to do that. You can train them at any weapon you want at the start of the game, and they can be good with pretty much any weapon. Though you might want to move Maria to the front if she's not going to be equipping bows. But I'm going to keep them with their defaults, because there's a very important reason later on that you want to do that. Let's see what they have in armor, though. Yeah, you do kind of want to get shields for your people in the front. I'll say that much. It lowers your attack power, but it increases your chance to guard various attacks. Not right away, but we're going to be doing something about that. Now we need to... Yeah, you might notice that now they are actually showing the dialogue for saving. Oh shit, it's doing it again. I hate that. Wish I could stop it from doing that. Damn it, it's still doing it. How can I stop that? I always have issue with this. Shit. Forgot to save my game. Wait, never mind. No, I didn't. Don't like that black screen. Shit. Maybe OpenGL will be better? I'm not sure. No, still doing the black screen, damn it. Alright. So, which one was I on before? This one, huh? Alright, just a moment, people. I need to figure out why this is happening now. Is it staying on Vulcan? No, it's not. Now the sound isn't working. Great. Really? Okay, will you please stop? Okay. I hate this damn freaking page. I wish it would go away. Son of a bitch. Wow. This is just bad. Yeah, now I'm just getting a black screen whenever I pause. I don't get that. It's because it's on skip buffer effects all the time. Okay. Well, that didn't exactly help, did it? Yeah, that's not helping either. I don't know why it's doing that now. It wasn't before. Well, that didn't exactly help, did it? Oh, it didn't even work. So much for that. Why is it not working anymore? Okay, now it's actually working the way it should be, except the graphics are still... There's a shading problem. I just hate that. It looks so damn weird. I hate how it changes when I'm paused. Okay. Doesn't look like it's doing it now. So... yeah, it's not. Okay, good. I'll just stick with what it is. It's a little scratchy looking, but I can deal with it. It's not like graphics matter much to me anyway. I just hated how the graphics would, like, transform every time I would try to pause the screen. It's just dumb. I hate that. And I had this problem last time I played this game too, where I was doing that. And that was true on RetroArch too, by the way. It's not just the simulator. For some reason, this game just has issues with graphics popping in and out. It's dumb. Okay, so... like I was saying before all that happened, though, there are several things you need to keep in mind here. You might see a number by magic spells, for example. That's your spell level. Yeah, you don't buy different tiers of spells in Final Fantasy II. Instead, rather than just buying more powerful versus the same spell, you just make the one you have stronger. So you don't get character levels, but you do get spell levels. And this can actually be very interesting. Not in the original, though. In the original, it was shit. You basically had to use a spell 100 times to level it up. And that took forever. And just because you get more powerful levels of spells doesn't mean it's going to be doing a super extra amount of damage. It will be doing a little more damage than it did before, but it will also have a higher MP cost. Blizzard level 1 costs 1 MP, Blizzard level 2 costs 2. They also did away with spell charges for the second game, which was the first one to have a traditional MP system. And during the time of this game, it wasn't very well liked to have a flat number opposed to having spell charges for each level. I can understand, especially since it was such a drastic change. That's why when we get to the third game, they went back to the spell charge system when they made the class system for that game. Though the new MP system from 4 onwards would become the standard at that point. I don't know why people were more accepting of it in 4 as opposed to 2, but let's just say that people just were far more accepting at that point. Now, another thing that's worth mentioning is that you have weapon levels too. The weapon levels for all practical purposes replace character levels in terms of potential. You're going to be spending way more time with making your weapon stronger than yourself. As a matter of fact, your main stats may not matter very much, really. Also, you can change people's formation, but you cannot change their order of where they show up. Oh man, people really wish in the original game you were able to do that, trust me. Because this essentially meant that you couldn't abuse an exploit in Final Fantasy Origins, playing Final Fantasy 2. Where you could basically train your first 3 slots as many times as you wanted by canceling their turns over and over again. But you couldn't do that with your 4th, whenever you get one. So they were kind of just, well, fucked, really. Because in Final Fantasy Origins, if you weren't doing the cancel turner exploit, then you were basically just wasting your time. Because it took forever to get stats otherwise. This game, however, not so much. Okay, so we have ourselves a goblin. Wow, that was easy. 18 gil. What, for a single enemy? Really? That's strange. It's also not the first enemy to appear on our list. Man, you gotta go pretty far down to even find him. You might see that the bestiary is a bit different in this one. It lists something called rank. Basically, this is how you determine whether an enemy is stronger or not. It's based on their rank. You don't have experience levels, so how does the game decide when to stop giving you stats? Well, the truest answer is they don't. You can continue to get stats however often you want, but low-ranking enemies will get to where they stop allowing you to get stats at a certain point, unless you just grind them for hours. There's nothing stopping you from doing that, though, and most enemies are pretty generous about not stopping you from getting stats until you're pretty high up there. Not that you're getting to worry, though. I'll get into that later. It also lists stuff like attack, accuracy. The one on the right is the percentage of them hitting you, but the one on the left is the number of hits that will usually hit against you. It lists their defense, evasion. The left number is the number of times they can try to evade you, and the number on the right is the percentage. Same for magic defense, really. Gil, you see enemies kind of have random amounts of gil they can give you in this game. You can get as low as 9 from a goblin, but as high as 75. Which is something they certainly buffed from Final Fantasy Origins, trust me. Because in that one, you barely got gil at the beginning of the game. You were lucky to get 20 to 30 gil from most fights, when things were so pricey that you had to do it for a while. Really glad they changed that, trust me. Now, because Maria can't really be targeted, she can't really be hit. And being hit is how you get stamina growth. And stamina growth is what determines how much HP you get. Yeah, let's talk about HP here. I know they didn't want HP to be super abusable, especially considering how hard it was to find enemies that could hit you for lots of damage early on. But in the original game, if you weren't ever hit, your HP wasn't going up. Ever. You had to lose HP in order for the game to constitute that as gaining extra HP growth, as well as stamina. The problem with that is for characters like Maria, who might be in the back, she's never going to be targeted from anything that's not a long-range attack or magic. And those things hit pretty hard at this stage of the game. They'll certainly do more than 20 in most cases. So that was a bad thing. How do you fix this problem? Well, you had to hit her, of course, yourself, with weak weapons, and just hope it wasn't enough to kill her. Yeah, that was a dumb that was a dumb idea. I will not defend that. Thankfully, the developers later agreed with this, so they changed it. Now, after every few battles, your HP will go up automatically. Ooh, got shield level up. Who got it? Furion? Yep, Furion got it. Now, you do have a gauge that will tell you how far you are from getting to the next level on weapons, as well as magic. I haven't really used magic yet. The thing is, well, HP will go up automatically now, which is good. This is not, unfortunately, the case for stamina. Stamina is still a bitch to train up, and you will usually have to hit your characters a little bit early on in order to get that. The thing is, stamina only affects HP growth, and, well, you take how much stamina you have, and that's how much HP you will get the next time it gets raised. For all practical purposes, you don't need to worry too much about it, but I do like Maria getting more HP than Guy does. Sadly, Guy has a stamina of 15, she has a stamina of 5, so that sucks. Matter of fact, I'm about to do something kind of mean, but for the sake of our team, we're gonna need to be doing this. Well, okay, I'm gonna be doing it in a second. Oh my god, he's getting too much HP. Oops, oh, damn it. Didn't want to put him on Flea. Why is he on Flea? Oh shit. Yeah, I might want to heal Furion here because he's getting a little low there. I'm also going to be taking his shield off for now. Damn it. Hit guy. You know what? I'm gonna make him hit guy. Fuck this. Thank you. Sorry, guy, but sacrifices have to be made here. And Maria was forced to the front row for some reason. Oh, because they were both forced to the front row because Guy actually died. Okay. Makes sense. Okay. So. Okay, so did you get any stamina? Yes, you did. Okay, so... yeah, Guy is still technically dead, which is good because we need him to be that. Stamina 7, good, good. Right now, stamina growth is all I really care about. The HP will come naturally later, but... okay, she is at 10. So she's close to Furion at least. Okay. Oh god, her bow level went up. Oh, bow level's level 4, and sword and shield level for you is level 4. And now Kira is level 2. Let's see here. How much will you be doing now? Not much more, okay. Oops. Supposed to be attacking these things. Stamina 12. Okay, we're certainly getting there. He's also catching up to a bunch of us, so that's good. Now, under normal circumstances, you would not need to worry about it. She'd be getting plenty of HP. I just have a thing about by people being in proper HP order. And since I can't move them around, that means I have to do a lot of work with Maria early on. Which means that some of us are probably going to be getting a lot of HP while I'm doing this. Because, yeah. $13 stamina. Kingdom Hearts. And now she has the most. Not the most stamina, but the most health right now. Damn it. You need to quit dodging, lady. Matter of fact, I could be training her magic while I'm doing this. It does a lot more than I thought it did. Oh, she got MP. And more stamina. Here's almost level 3. Yeah, that's a lot faster than having to cast it 100 times to get a magic level, I'll say that much. They've rebalanced how many times you need to cast it. Low level spells, you only need to use a few times to level it up. High level spells, of which you can get a max of 16, require about 80 casts by that point to get from 15 to 16. But it makes sense. That's considered really powerful for magic levels, so they've definitely rebalanced it to where it's certainly nowhere near as bad as it used to be. Okay, I gave you a lot of stamina, so Guy's probably not ever gonna have more than you, I would imagine. Certainly hope not, anyway. So the Wonders of Death return now from that distant land where Star and Darkness hold sway. There we go. And now the frame skipping is back to being very fast in towns. Though only in towns. So yeah, we're pretty decked out. After all that preparation to get Maria caught up with everyone else, and then some. So yeah, let's see. Where's guys level 3? That's not bad for Axe. Yeah, weapon levels also didn't used to go up this quickly. They would be much slower under normal circumstances, and I cannot believe they ever thought that was acceptable, especially considering that this game is pretty short and the difficulty progresses at a pretty quick pace. Meaning that you really weren't at a high enough weapon level to compare with the difficulty before. I was like weapon level 8, maybe 9 at the most, by the time I got to the end of the game in Final Fantasy Origins. This game, not so much. I am almost guaranteed to be mastered with at least one weapon by then in this version, which it's certainly nice to know. Oh yeah, I need to equip your buckler back. And let's see here. We all could use some leather caps. Well, actually, to be fair, she doesn't need armor at all since she's never going to be hit. But hey, whatever. The game's a lot more generous with money now, so you can kind of be a little more frivolous than you could before. Now, you can reorganize magic in this game, but not in the original Final Fantasy 1. No, we can't allow that. But since we have the money, let's go ahead and outfit you with a few more spells, lady. You're definitely the magic expert of the group. You're also going to be extremely potent with it. When you see your magic stat go up, that doesn't really affect magic damage. That's what intelligence does. Your magic stat determines how much MP you will get when it goes up. She has 6, that means you'll get 6 MP next time it goes up. Stamina is HP, magic is MP. Agility just basically affects how fast you can get out there usually. And is the stat you're going to care the least about, trust me. Spirit determines how effective white magic is, intelligence determines black magic. So basically make her more the black mage, and make Furion into more your healer, since he could be good at white or black. It really doesn't matter. Guy can be made into a mage, but I would definitely not do that. He's definitely meant to be more the strong character. Magic is kind of busted though, so you could probably use that with everybody and really get away with it. It just looks weird for him of all people to be doing that. Not saying that strong guys can't be mages, but I'm just saying it just looks weird for them to be doing it, especially when they'd be more skilled at other things, but whatever. Ooh, fire level went up and some more MP to boot. Awesome. Also, in Final Fantasy Origins, you couldn't defend with people, which actually made it really hard to focus on people's talents. Okay, Bliss is level 2. Don't just need Thunder. Now, because of the way stats work in this game, you can actually become pretty busted pretty quickly. In the PSP version, anyway. 13 Gil. Kingdom Hearts. Come on. Need stuff to fight. 13 MP, Kingdom Hearts. Okay, everything's level 2 now, at least. Now, because Magic is so MP efficient, especially compared to PSP version of 1, you can kind of spam it a bit until it gets to the really high levels anyway. What you could do, there's just not much of a point. Higher level MP tends to cost more magic, right? And unless you really need that extra power, you probably aren't going to need to worry about it too much. If you go north from here, you can actually get to another town. We have different shops here that sell different things, but we're still sticking to what works for us best. You can buy healing items, but for the most part, this game is easy enough, I don't ever need them. Which is sad, because I actually wish that they were more convenient back when I played Final Fantasy Origins on PS1. But, c'est la vie. You tried Altair haven't fallen to Clitz's Empire yet. But once the journey is complete, nothing will be able to stop the Empire. Dreadnought. Imperial forces have occupied Tasselfan. The gates are drawn, no one can enter. With Imperial troops and monsters roaming the streets, the city isn't any better off. It's up just on the outskirts of Fen. When the Empire invaded, the barkeep didn't make it out in time. He's still working there, pouring drinks for the Imperials. I need to talk to him. It's the village of Gatria. It's just over there across the lake, see? Yeah, we need to go across the lake to get to Fen. Shield level, strength. Okay. See, now shield level affects things very differently here. Increasing shield level will slowly increase your evasion percentage for physicals and magic, but the thing is, what you're most concerned about is the number on the left, where it says 1 for both. You want to raise that, but before you can raise evasion number, you have to have a shield level up to a certain amount before you start really getting those. After that, you just need to make sure enemies hit you a whole lot. Doesn't matter with what, but you do need them to hit you a fair amount. And sure enough, if you try to enter the castle, you cannot enter. But you can enter the town. Alright. Just as we've heard, the suit is crawling with Imperial soldiers. But be careful, make sure not to get too close. Good advice, because if you talk to one, rebel curs, we fight a general. Well, I mean a captain, excuse me. The generals are stronger, but yeah. They're pretty tough. You can technically beat one if you're strong enough, but I'm not. Yeah, definitely not. Yeah. I would recommend level 5 or 6 spells before even attacking these things, and having much better weapons than we have right now for this. Yeah, the place is abandoned except for the bar at the end of town. There are monsters in here, but they're pretty weak stuff. Now find the pathway to the bar here. Ah, here we go. Yep, these will try to kill you too. Whoa, where do you think you're going? Customers are allowed to be on the counter. These Imperials are as old bred as they come. Aha, you were the rebels. We'll find a secret door in this wall. There's a wounded soldier back there. We'll see if we can help him. Huh? What am I gonna do? I've had it with this place. You guys can take it from here. Don't let us down. So, yeah. Potion. 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 Okay. Well, I'm not gonna say no to generosity. Are you going to turn me over to the Empire? At least if it did need to kill me first. I don't want them to take me alive. So, you're rebel soldiers, are you? My name is Scott. I'm a Prince of Kashuan. Oh, Goran's brother. Prince Scott? We were told you fell in the battle. Thank goodness you're still alive. I am, but not for much longer. I'm afraid I must ask a favor of you. Something you must tell my brother Gordon. Tell him I know he has great strength. He must learn to have more faith in himself. I also have a message for the king. Tell him the reason Finn fell so quickly is that Count Gorgon betrayed us. He's been made a general in the Imperial Army. There is one more thing. Tell Hilda. Tell Hilda that I love her. No, don't deliver that last message. The confessions of a dying man. It would only bring her pain. But my brother, Leon, have you heard of him? I'm sorry, but I have not. Wish I could be of more help. Here, I want you to take my ring. I'm sure it will be of use. Maybe it's all this talking, but I've grown extremely tired. Excuse me, I just need to rest just for a little while. Oh. You obtained Scott's ring. Well, shit. I consider this mission a flop. We had to find Leon, and we found Prince Scott, but we were unable to save him. Son of a bitch. I said that I was probably, my HP is really insanely high, but I don't know if that's technically true, and you're gonna find out why I say that here very soon. Okay, you're saying the same thing. That ring belonged to Scott. Is he alive? He gave us this ring at Finn, just before he lost the last of his strength. Yeah, that place you told us not to go to? Yeah, we went there anyway. Did he say anything? No, nothing. Your Highness, please. The ring belongs with you. No, keep it. It suits men of courage. You infiltrated Finn and returned to tell the tale. You've proven yourselves quite capable. It would seem I understated your strength. I would have you lend that strength to our cause. This magical metal known as mithril. These strong warriors are to obtain it. We lost Finn because we were ill-equipped. The Empire fought with weapons and armor made of mithril. I have charged Joseph, man living in Salamand, with the task of finding a source of mithril. We don't know the cause, but we've been to have contact with him for some time now. Would you go with Minwu to Salamand to look into this? I heard my latest words. I've waited here for you since. To reach Salamand, we must first pass through the Porto into Palom. Take my canoe and let's be on our way. Fucking canoe already? Damn. That's awesome. Now the reason I say I'm really not old... Okay. The reason I say we're not really all that, over... I know over leveled really wouldn't be appropriate for this game, but I don't know what other word to use. Overly enhanced? I'll just say over leveled, you know what I mean. Yeah, look at Minwu stats. Even with all that HP, she doesn't have more than him. Speaking of, look at that MP he has. Yeah, Minwu's kind of stacked. Just saying. Oh my god, that magic. Yeah, I think we're pretty good for now. Yeah. So we have a really powerful fourth character, and we have a canoe. I'd say that's a good stopping point for now. I would have done more, but technical issues really were annoying me. We finally got it fixed up, but Now, I knew I said everyone needs to be in HP order, but I do not count the fourth character here. You will find out later why that's the case. I knew. Okay. There was a mythical sword in Quechua that had been handed down through the ages. My brother was very fond of that sword. It truly was a magnificent blade. That ring is my brother's, and my eyes are more open than they were. He really said all those things? About me? He's starting to understand the way of things now. So yeah, we're gonna be seeing more with him later, but for now, I'm gonna be stopping for now, and next time we're going to be tracking down some mithril so we can make awesome shit to equip ourselves with. But that'll be for later. I will say I enjoy this game more than the first one, mainly because there's just so much you can do with the characters, and you're not limited by who you choose in the beginning. You can pretty much mold your characters in anything you want, and you're not restricted by a certain class build that the game restricts you with. You have 6 possible choices, of which you could have copies if you want, but like you only have 4 choices, and you have to dedicate to that shit. If it turns out you're not too fond of it partway through, you gotta start over, man. And I really like the idea behind that. At least with this game, if you end up changing your mind halfway through, you can always switch to something else that you might be more okay with. It's the type of thing that I like a lot. The fact that you aren't restricted. Look at you, Fall Fantasy 12 Zodiac job system. Seriously, what the hell? I hated the way they restricted yourself on the class system in that. Like, like the job system itself was fine, but the fact that you're restricted to whatever you choose is dumb as shit. Especially since some jobs are clearly better than others. Boy, did I learn that the hard way. Anyways, I'll talk to you guys later.